our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dejan Jabbar. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Evans.
Ready.
All right, so here we are from the world's most famous arena. It is, of course, Madison Square Garden. This is where the Thug Rose scene went down, DC.
This is where it happened, J.A. Lost for words, so I yelled the same thing over and over again. Pink Rose Namajunas, and you can hear me yell, Thug Rose, Thug Rose, Thug Rose. That was nice. He's got to be careful here.
Evans is right back to the full mount here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Evans is going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Now he's in trouble. He's going to go to sleep.
Going back towards his opponent and back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast table.
Absolutely did, John. You know I love popcorn.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Making all these shots count. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Getting him out here.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I got to keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, Evans!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Gambler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Chase the Dream Hooper.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, there can be few better backdrops for a mixed martial arts live event than this Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. And you remember when we finally got here in 2016. We've been showing up strong ever since.
Every time you go to MSG, you should come with a big event. This is a phenomenal arena. This is a fantastic fight environment. New York City, baby, the city of dreams.
Oh! Beautiful diving strike lands. Oh, now working the body with the elbow. I'll buy it.
Armbar attempt. Oh, my goodness, I think he might have it.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. Great shot from the top position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Just over 3 minutes to go. Now lands a kick to the body. Another huge kick is true. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, a huge block there.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Clean punch.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Just misses with the straight right. It's a pretty fast jab. Single leg takedown is good. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, he's got him in the north-south position.
Darce choke attempt here.
Oh, that Darce choke is tight. Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Back and forth we go. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Shoot, shoot. Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Great job. Keep going. Excellent. Deep breath. Relax. Let's go back out there and look for the finish. His arms are open. So, let's get the takedown.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Nice movement punch.
Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Nicely done with the kick there.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, side control now. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura. Notice he'll step over the head to try to get the Kimura. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet. Beautiful kick lands.
3 minutes now to go in round two. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Ooh. Oh, he's in real trouble now.
He hurt him again. Oh, nice level change.
Ooh, going for a leg lock. Heel hook looks tight. Oh, that's by submission. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, let's get to the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the second round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Chase the Dream Hooper!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vina Takara Jajitova! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, there have been a lot of seminal UFC moments inside the world's most famous arena, and we are back at Madison Square Garden tonight. Should be a good one.
Who gets that shining moment in the world's greatest arena? I experienced it. I know how it feels to walk out of that octagon at MSG with a championship. Will you get that moment tonight?
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Looks like maybe she'll go with the hook here. She does, and she lands.
She throws this punch so efficiently. She has no wasted action on this technique. You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Lost the shot there, lands that straight counter. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Going to the leg kick now, and it's there. Nice job by Yan Xiaonan. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Nice strike.
All right, so she finally gets the takedown here after many failed attempts. Obviously, she was not discouraged, stayed committed. Now she has the fight in her wheelhouse. Oh, it looks like she's setting up for a submission now.
She is so good on the ground.
Oh, she's got the Von Flue choke locked in. Oh, that has got to be it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Wait, she got out.
She got out of that submission. It looked like the fight was done, but she remained calm. She bridged and got her body back into her opponent to release pressure on the Von Flue choke. Beautiful defensive skills on display.
Under 90 seconds to go in the round.
And now she's in mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
I need you to work. You got 1 minute. I need you to work.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, beautifully placed and timed kick there by Yan Xiaonan. Stuffs the takedown shot. Janji Doba's got the head. Let's see if she can finish off this guillotine attempt.
Oh!
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, she gets out.
She does a great job of creating space, getting to her back, and living to fight another day.
Oh, nice strike on the ground floor. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Stop!
Relax. Breathe and relax. Okay, that was a good round. If you don't like what's happening, let's look to stand up. Let's look to get back to our feet. Okay? Do not engage.
All right, let's get you some replays from that previous round, DC. I thought she mixed it up beautifully on the feet.
Yes, she did a great job. I mean, she landed everything. She showed a complete example of what her mixed martial arts game has become, as she's been in the UFC now for a little bit of time.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Janji Doba gets tattooed by that straight punch. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Ooh, and now a left hand. Nice job by her there to block that shot. Taken down by Janji Doba. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Nicely done.
She's stepping over the mount here.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Ooh, looks like she's got the arm triangle choke locked in tight.
Pressure on this choke, John.
All right, so now she chooses to bail on the submission, preferring to maintain a dominant position.
Very smart. It was a wise decision. And you can see her fight IQ on display there, not giving up a position to try to chase a submission.
Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Janji Doba. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. Xiaonan's in half guard. Good, solid strike on the ground.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Nice job by her there. The bottom fighter continuing to slip these ground and pound offerings.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging. You just got to move.
Oh, and there it is. So after an extended battle on the ground, she gets back to her feet, and the crowd is absolutely in.
She was not going to settle on her back. Even though it was very difficult, she finally works her way back up, and now she's got to let the hands go.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
10 seconds.
That hook is bad.
10 minutes in the can.
Right, take a seat, bud. listen, we're down on the scorecards. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look for the takedown, okay?
All right, great round it was. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, a lot for the replay guys to choose from. But, John, it's going to be mostly kicks.
Right.
She landed them over and over again, found her target, locked in on it, and drove her shin right through her opponent's body. That was a great display of kicking in the UFC.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Crowd fired up, so are we. Third and final round. Oh, she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. It's one thing to be aggressive, but also efficient. She is certainly doing that. Head kick there, blocked by Janji Doba. Nice crack there.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, double leg lands.
Nice pass.
Janji Doba's back in half guard.
Nice transition. Oh, right in the mount.
Submission attempt for her here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, she's working hard for the submission now.
Oh, yeah, she's in her position, John.
Oh, she got out. How good is that? All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up. She's got her back now. Xiaonan's in half guard now. All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I would assume.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to your feet.
Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in.
Oh, that's getting deep.
Oh, she got out again. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, it sounds obvious, but she clearly needs a knockout or a TKO or a submission, or she's going to be on the wrong end of the scorecard.
Well, she's got to do something. You are not going to win this fight if you let it go to the judges.
Oh, she continues to pour it on. She is landing at will, eternally aggressive with her striking, and she also has a pretty good gas tank, so she doesn't appear to be worried about that. Xiaonan gets caught with that punch.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
30 seconds to go here in our third and final round.
Let's go continue this. Let's do it.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee.
And now some knees.
Hey, stop.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Vina Kakara Janji-Doba!
All right, so a clear decision victory for her here tonight. I think even if the judges were inebriated, they would have seen that her grappling was the story of this fight.
You know, sometimes these judges, man, you know me and the judges, we don't always see eye to eye, but it would seem as though that one would have been hard to lump up because she did such a great job controlling the action on the ground. She did such a great job of really dominating and imposing herself on her opponent. She deserved to get that decision victory.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Baz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Magomed Ankalaev.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and if we had a fantasy draft for light heavyweights, perhaps Magomed Ankalaev would be the #1 pick right now. Fan base absolutely bullish on this man's future. Pretty good test in front of him tonight, a good litmus test to see where he's at relative to the truly elite fighters in this division.
Look at him dig that body shot right up through his opponent's throat.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
Big shot lands.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Yeah, left hook found its target. Takedown defense is there. Well timed with the short uppercut in the clinch by Ankalaev. 3 minutes to go. Well, that strike landed cleanly.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Good kick to the body. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Good stick.
Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he wants to take too many more of those.
Well, you might consider switching stances or something to try to eliminate that attack from coming in his direction.
90 seconds to go in our opening round. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now potentially working on a submission instead.
Oh, that looks tight.
Ooh, flips the switch as he changed the submission attempt.
He jumps right to the opposite side trying to get the arm triangle.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet. Massive shot from the top.
Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. What a fight so far.
Stop.
Great job that way. He destroyed. I thought he was going to tap out. We want to do the same thing again in this round. Keep the pressure on him.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Straight punch, useful. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Sage work here defensively. Double leg takedown, no good. Big power shot there. that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back.
Trying for a submission now. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Knee on belly.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Big ground and pound.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. Knee on belly, postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down falling call. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Ankalaev's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
That was a slick transition.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
10 seconds to go in the round. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Connected with a solid strike there. So the blood really starting to flow every time that area gets targeted. That cuts.
What a fight.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer to wrap it with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 40 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Magomed Ankalaev.
All right, what a moment for Magomed Ankalaev, your winner by knockout here tonight, and very likely to be $50,000 richer after this one.
I mean, that was such a dominant performance by Ankalaev to go out there and start from the very beginning of the fight, assert himself and make himself the man and get an opportunity to finish the fight. The way that he was able to earn this knockout was not only in that moment, it was the entirety of the fight that led up to the moment that allowed for him to get such a big victory.
And for all the fight fans who called him a point fighter and liked to criticize, our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, The Chosen One. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Joe Bodyguard Parker.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we go. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Nice jab.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, clean hook there. And he connects with the punch there. Now touches him with the left. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses.
Nice punch to the head. Another good shot to the head. He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Oh, nice overhand right.
Feels like the beginning of the end.
Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He's still hurt.
Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. He is cut above the eye here. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water. Now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him. Tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick lands. Oh, nice single, yes.
90 seconds to go in round 1.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. And there you go. Again, half guard.
Making all these shots count.
This is a terrible position. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Outstanding back and forth first round. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the fighter with a cut above his eye. It was sustained in that round. Now the cut man comes in. He'll try to earn his money, close it up, and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward.
You're going to stick with them. I don't want you to think about anything else.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Second round underway.
Oh, inside kick. Nice jab.
Just out of range with that right hand.
He did a great job of blocking that punch.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Leg kick. Beautiful entry on that takedown. Great finish also. So look for him now to secure his opponent to try and solidify his position.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. All right, feet on the hips here. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
In the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now
going for that patented rear naked choke now. Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here. He's up. What's this deep before this way?
While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Straight punch there again. Been there all night. All right, round three coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over. You see there's a cut above his eye, sustained in that round. And now the cut man comes in. He'll have 60 seconds to try to close it up and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. Well, he's done a real good job attacking that cut above the eye, and here is your visual proof.
I mean, John, just devastating. These blows were amazing. He was able to land at will, and he opened up a nasty cut over the eye of his opponent. Now he's got to target it. And every time he lands, that blood will start to pour down into the eye, making it real hard to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab.
Oh! Huge right hand!
Uppercut. Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Oh, big left hand.
Oh, right hand. Oh, back and forth we go.
Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he can slip strike, the longer he can prolong his career.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round three. Landed that one.
He's got to find a way to finish this fight.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Well, the calf kick's all the rage, but he's not discriminating, attacking the thigh pretty effectively here.
Yeah, we have seen that time and time again. Start a mixed martial arts, people throw leg kicks. Right now, you can see him digging his shin into this guy's thigh.
Went for the inside leg kick. Oh, nice hook. Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stung by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't gotten himself back going after getting
hurt so bad early in the round.
Grounded him and pounding him. Nice job.
You have to fight back.
Striking from every position lands a strike from the bottom.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit...
Herb Dean steps in!
Oh, my goodness!
Have a night, young man. So how about that? What a moment for this fighter as he pounds him out for the TKO win. Relentless strikes landed across the board, and a huge, huge win in his career.
John, that was so impressive. What an amazing display of finishing ability by this young fighter.
Ready for the official decision. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Joe Bodybag Parker.
Well, what a win for that young man tonight by TKO. And if the judges were looking at their phones, it's okay. We don't need their scorecards tonight.
We don't need your scorecards. Do as you may, proceed as you may, because this guy knew that he had to finish this fight. That's exactly what he did. He got his opponent hurt, found the follow-up shot, and got the finish.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Chris Action Man Cortez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Kelvin Gastelum.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, every time I walk into this here Madison Square Garden, I think I would always think about you in 2017. It was UFC 217 championship triple header, and it was no good.
It was the most insane night of fighting ever. Bisping St. Pierre. Cody Garbrandt got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw. Then Rose Namajunas knocked out Ivana Jacek, and we absolutely went crazy. One of the greatest pictures of announcers in sports history. It was all 3 of us, and we looked like that poster with the monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It was crazy. What a phenomenal night. It was great to win.
Oh, nice straight left there. That's good defense to get that guard up. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Oh, nice jab to the dome by the king of combat, Chris Curtis. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Level change there, goes for the takedown. Gastelum's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Gastelum's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
And there it is. Another strike gets through on the ground. Curtis gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Cut above the eye.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Solid punch from the clinch here.
He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Attempts the uppercut there, but it doesn't land. Under a minute now to go, round one. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Round two is next.
Hey, stop.
All right, heading back to the corner, and Curtis is bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round.
Love the head movement and the level change.
All right, we got a few clips for you, DC, of all the damage doled out in that round, and his eye continuing to be the main target.
I mean, he's getting hammered. He is getting hit in that spot over and over again. And because of that, his opponent has gained in confidence, and he is very limited in what he can do in his approach, because safety has to be first now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
And that one certainly found the target. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Wow. Well, he dove and he lands. Wow. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Gastelum. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Gastelum.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
Curtis gets back up. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down early.
But that's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
Man. Oh, that's a big right hand that got through. Back to his feet. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, he'll get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Curtis, his nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Two rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this. Again,
He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third and final round here.
Oh, big left hand from Kelvin Gastelum. He came into the UFC with a whole lot of power, but it's really been honed by Rafael Cordeiro there at King's MMA. Gastelum as confident in his striking as he has ever been entering the octagon here tonight.
Nice right hand.
Nice defense there. Huge block.
Nice jab. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Gastelum.
He didn't like that left hand.
3 minutes to go in round 3.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that...
Oh, he might be out.
Big right hand. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work.
He's very close to the finish here. Oh, he's got a lot of different arm bars he can go to attacking here.
Oh, he's got the arm bar deep.
Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
And he will let his opponent stand up here.
I might let you kick the inside of my leg after the show.
No.
See how that feels.
You don't want that, J.A. You do not want...
Kelvin Gastelum, how about that?
Holy smokes!
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kelvin Gastelum.
All right, so the UFC wins continue to pile up for the oncoming force that is Kelvin Gastelum. Few can keep up with his pressure, his power, his pace. And tonight with style points, Gastelum takes another step closer to the top of the mountain and that UFC title. What a fight. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tagir Ulanbekov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Manel Starboy Kape.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, Madison Square Garden, this arena, not synonymous with winning when it comes to the NBA's New York Knicks, but certainly there have been a lot of big UFC moments here over the last few years.
No championship for the Knicks, but when we fight here, somebody gets to take home a beautiful gold belt. Tonight, let's see how you perform in the world's greatest arena.
Oh, nice jab there by Ulanbekov. Big, straight left. Another straight, it's there by Ulanbekov. All right, the wrestler having little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of trips and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook, he starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping, he's foot sweeping you. He has so many different ways to get you to the ground that you can never really feel comfortable from this clinch position.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
You gotta watch his neck.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side, making all these shots count.
Oh, big elbow.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here, through a flying knee to the head.
Big left hand there.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Push kick there to the body. So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Oh, big knee! Nice jab by Ulanbekov. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Ulanbekov's in half guard. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Ulanbekov's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Lands the ground and pound strike. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Now Kape's back in full guard. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tapping.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Oh, he's got his back. 5 minutes in the books.
Hey, stop.
You had him rock last round. Great job putting those combinations together. He's ready to be KO'd. This round, I really need you to step up and put the pressure on him.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Here we are, early round 2. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind him.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Oh, how good is that jab by Manel Kape? Lands a switch kick. lead kick is true there by Manel Kape. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Awesome level change. Great timing.
Now the hammer fist here by Ulanbekov. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Ulanbekov's got a bruise now, starting to appear on the right side of his body. Oh! There's that left hand!
Nice punch here. Nice kick on the tip here.
Ulanbekov's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, nice.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do?
Ulanbekov's going for a choke here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Oh, somehow he's able to leverage a hip. Looks like he's going to get out.
Yeah, he did a really good job there of creating action, getting his body off to one side as he's bridging, then back into him to release a little bit of that pressure on the Von Flue choke.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard. Kape's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Look at that. That's tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. And that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Final seconds here. Round 3 next.
Lost that last round. You have to stay on the feet. That's the strong point. Avoid the takedown. You know what he's going to do, and that's going to make it easy for us to avoid.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
And we are back for our third and final round. Nice punch by Ulanbekov. Oh, beautiful technique to land the overhand. Bone on bone as the head kick lands flush.
He better get those hands up or he's going to put him to sleep.
Just out of range with the straight left hook. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Swing and a miss by Ulanbekov.
Great timing on that takedown.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Side control now. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Holding the position.
Fighting for it. He wants it bad.
Oh, great submission defense. Ulanbekov, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd.
He's got to start throwing now. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
And just misses with that big right hand. Oh, he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Ulanbekov. Final 30 seconds of this third round. 20 seconds to go in the fight.
Now he's going full mount.
Ulanbekov's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the try.
What a fight as we go the full 15 minutes, and that is how you close the show. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Manel Starboy Kapp!
All right, well, congratulations to him there, and I think 5 years from now they'll forget that it was a split and not a unanimous decision, but that was a close fight.
I mean, that was a very close fight, and that's the most uncomfortable decision in the world, to walk to the center not knowing if you did enough to get the job done. Fortunately, he did enough, and he got the victory.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Movsar Evloev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dan 50K.
Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building we're into.
I mean, when you walk into MSG, you get chills because you understand the history that comes to competing in this arena.
It's a pretty good jab. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Way to test the chin there. Landing a beautiful combination to the head.
Evloev gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do with it.
He passed the half guard. Getting him out here. He's got to start throwing down.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Evloev's back in half guard. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Ige getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes.
Big shot to the head. So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Nice short uppercut in the clinch by Ige. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Just
just turning his hip over into the leg kick.
Oh, look at that head snap back as he connects with another uppercut. Not the first time he's landed that weapon tonight.
That's his best shot, man. He's so good at it. He's so good at finding it. And when you think you got a beat on the right uppercut, he shifts his weight off to the side and lands it on the left side. What a great understanding of landing that punch.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time, and look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Constantly a moving target. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Movsar Evloev. Round 2 straight ahead.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Breathe. Bring a deep breath in. All right, here's some water. Ready? Listen. All right. Now you're doing awesome out there.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Oh, big punch land.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Ige.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Able to block that one.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ige. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Evloev going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Got the single collar tie. Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Rips the body there for good measure.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish this takedown at all. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle.
Oh, that looks wicked tight.
This has got to be it. He's got the submission.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Evloev. Get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Movsar Evloev. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Ige gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Final seconds. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Work last round. Take a deep breath. On this round, same thing. Let's take him down and control him. has no answer for you down there.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, third and final round. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there, really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Come on, bud. Let's get those hands working now.
Hook to the head there by Movsar Evloev.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Back to the jab now, no good. Oh, beautiful jab there by Ige.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit-for-tat. Great timing on that double leg.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Oh.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
Nice.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back.
He passes to half guard.
Evloev's right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Postures up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. All right, very late in the fight now, DC. I know we don't have open scoring, but correct me if I'm wrong. He needs a submission or he's losing this fight.
He is not a big puncher, so he needs to get this fight to the ground and chase a submission.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Beautiful level change. He passes to half.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Beautiful transition.
Evloev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Oh, crucifix from the top position.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish this fight.
Take that arm triangle.
He's working very hard to try to get the sub.
Get those hands off your neck now.
So the fight goes the distance, and man, did they entertain the masses. All right, so a close fight goes the distance here tonight, DC. I know you're not a judge, but any lean to one fighter or the other?
I mean, when I watched the fight, I believe that he did enough. But when these fights are this close, it's razor thin. You don't know what the judges are seeing. I think he did enough. I think it was the striking advantage that he showed that should get him the victory, but we shall see.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Declared the winner by split decision, Movsar Evloev!
Wow, so there he is, your winner by the narrowest of margins. Only 3 scorecards in the world matter. 2 of them thought he would.
I mean, you could tell that he wasn't sure he had got enough done to win the fight. He gets the decision. It was a very close fight, and it's well earned.
our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Michael Morales! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is the former UFC welterweight champion of the world and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ruthless Robbie Lawler!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. It's crazy to think that not all that long ago, mixed martial arts was not regulated in New York. When that legislation came down, the UFC came strong, and we've been omnipresent ever since.
John, we kicked the door in.
Yes.
If you're gonna say you're welcome in MSG, the UFC is coming. And every time we have gone there, we have brought phenomenal fight cards in some of the biggest moments in UFC history.
Now, if the Knicks could just get their act together.
Knicks will never get their act together, and I'm okay with it. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
All right, so a little bit of a pedestrian start to this fight, about a minute in. Not much action on either side. Is that a feeling out process? What do you see?
John, you just woke me up. It's boring in here. Come on, get to work. Press the button. All those buttons, bang on them, and start creating some action.
Oh, there's the single.
Big ground and pound.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Lawler.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Nice punch there by Lawler. Trying to kick the leg out. Oh, nice job by Robbie Lawler, training now at Hard Knocks 365. Henry Hooft has tried to simplify his striking a little bit. Kami Barzini on the wrestling side. Don't close the book on Lawler making another run to championship contention. Nice uppercut. Single leg takedown. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Looks as though that kick to the body got through.
Great block there. Nice takedown land.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, tagged him with the uppercut.
Oh.
Oh, he lands that teep.
Nice body shot there.
And mixing it up beautiful. The single. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
Setting up a submission.
Oh, that's tight. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
Gotta be careful here.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Oh, right into mouth.
Lawler's in half guard now.
Changing the position.
Nice positional control here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Now he's going full mount.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrift. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Lawler gets touched by that kick there.
Oh, nice.
Final seconds here. 10 minutes in the books. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
Lawler gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively.
This guy cannot miss the head with his strikes.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Lawler gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Good jab.
Good shot, good shot.
And there's that jab. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Just over.
Oh, my goodness. You heard him.
Big right hand there. Oh!
Oh, you heard him again. Oh!
Perfect timing on the Superman punch.
Punch over the top.
Lands the overhand punch to the head. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Good, those are all connected. Let's keep it. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good.
Oh, another one. Ooh, nice leg kick.
"45 seconds remain in the round."
Ooh, what a punch.
Seconds now to go in the fight. Oh, nice jab by Robbie Lawler. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Oh, his heat opened up, and that is how you end a fight. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Michael Morales!
All right, nice job by him there, as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexei the Boa Constrictor Oleinik. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here featuring the consensus greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, the former champion Stipe Miocic. And it's always interesting to see which version he presents. There was a time when he was competing at 255 pounds. We have seen a much... Man, back and forth we go, and early on, these guys getting after it.
They told us it would be fun, and so far, they've delivered.
Oleinik's going for the shove here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh, looks like he's safe now.
Wow, that's crazy, because generally when you're that deep into a triangle, you do not escape, but he remained calm, and he found a way to get out and be safe again. Great job defensively.
Miocic getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
This is where he wants to be.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Stipe's cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oleinik's back in half guard. Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Oleinik's back in full mount.
Nice sub attempt.
Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, that's got to be it. And there's the tap. With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Alexei the Boa Constrictor Oleinik.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, so not the first time he has been the #1 bantamweight contender, but most would argue this is a totally different beast than the man who arrived in a championship setting prior. Your thoughts on the #1 contender coming in here tonight?
You know, when you get here, you find an opportunity to try and become the man. But if it doesn't work out, you got to find your way back. That's exactly what this guy did. Not many believe that he would find his way back to this championship. He has, but now he understands that this will be the last chance. Last chance to become the champion. He cannot miss this opportunity. It's all or nothing for this guy walking into the octagon.
As some might say, don't be Russell Westbrook, right? Don't get to the NBA Finals one time, you gotta get back.
Twice. You gotta get there twice.
All right, here's the oncoming bantamweight force out of the great nation of Georgia, repping Team Serra-Longo there on the northeastern side of the U.S. Merab Dvalishvili. He's been on the championship course for a long time. He's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
All he does is win, John, and he wins in a certain way. He pressures you and he breaks you down. I have seen so many great bantamweights fight Merab Dvalishvili, and you can see they start to lose, not only physically, but in the spirit. He attacks you at a level that's higher than just your body. He's a great wrestler. He will put a pressure and pace on you that not many people can stay with.
And I'm not sure that any athlete has ever muted Jose Aldo's offense as much as Dvalishvili did back in 2022. Merab back under the bright lights tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Great. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
Do it.
All right, we are ready to get this round underway, and you know Merab Dvalishvili is a guy who probably doesn't need 60 seconds between rounds. He is the machine. There may be no more appropriate nickname in the sport. It's offense in bunches. He's one of the more offensive fighters in the sport, and
big double leg level change.
All right, close guard now.
Keep your top control and look for the...
Dvalishvili's back in half guard. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
All right, full guard here if you're the top fighter. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to pass to the next position, get the half guard so I can get my ground and power on.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's...
Oh, he's got a choke.
Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like it might be locked in.
Yeah, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's done.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Straight right, he misses.
And that is the danger in the engagement there. Oh, he's doing a real good job of level changing off of the strikes, too.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Dvalishvili.
That was nice.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Getting the mount here. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Right on the button. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume...
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fighter.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Close guard. Round two next.
Nice work that round. The striking looks awesome. Let's keep that up. I want to see accuracy right now. Don't worry.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Nice punch lands over the top. Good jab there by the champion.
Block that punch.
Oh.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing.
Big power shot there.
Another punch to the head. Those are big strikes.
Well, fortunate that one didn't land to the head. The hook shot blocked by Dvalishvili. Oh, straight punch.
Collar tie here in the clinch.
Double leg takedown is true.
Got his guard pass.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC.
Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for it.
Wallace Willie's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here.
That is tight. He's gonna choke him. There it is.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Minute and a half to go, round 2. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Oh, he got to the spot. Oh, big elbow.
Nicely done. All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard. Watch for the top fighter to either posture or look to pass right away.
Well, he's got his back now.
30 seconds left. 30.
Wallace Willie's back in full mount. Oh, big shots from the top. Seconds winding down in round 2.
Good round.
What are you doing out there? Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving your head, keep moving your feet, cut those angles, and let's change it up.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses. Nice shot there by the champ.
Wallace Willie's shot there is blocked. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Wallace Willie gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Right in the side control, yep.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body. I'm just trying to make you carry my weight. I don't necessarily...
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You've got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight. Watch the armbar, but watch the armbar here. What a tight armbar.
Still in hot pursuit of the submission here. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for. I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Wallace Willie. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Yeah, he's in half guard here.
All right, side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
Oh, it's getting deep.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. Oh, nice transition. He's got him flat on his back. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Breathe, relax. You're doing great, man. You're controlling him everywhere on the ground. You were close to submitting him a couple times there.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Flawless Willie gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Swing and a miss with that punch by Dwalish Willie. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, single collar tie here. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
All right, north-south position now. Dwalish Willie's trying for a Kimura here. Oh, could be the beginning of the end. That looks tight. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He's going to attack arm bar here. Arms in deep.
Still pursuing the submission here.
He is like a dog on a bone.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Nice transition. Now he's got good body position. Yup.
The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Like that.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dwalish Willie. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Good stuff, good stuff. That was your round, your short. Your round, you dominated that. All right, I need more of the same. This is the last 5 minutes. Let's go.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Massive head kick. Oh, well placed with the uppercut there. Wallace Willie gets the single leg takedown. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, how about that strong reversal on the ground? Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Wallace Willie. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock them out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Looking for the trip here on the clinch, but great balance by him to avoid it. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Back and forth we go. Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. And he comes through with a big knee.
Another takedown land.
Going for a submission. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Wallace Willie's in half guard. Less than a minute now to go in the round.
And there you go. Again, half guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
He's raining down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's going to get finished.
And back to his feet. Oh, huge left.
That was a jab.
And landed some nasty strikes.
Down.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Wallace Willie.
All right, so there he is. He remains the hunted at 135 pounds, the and still UFC bantamweight champion of the world. They go the full 25 minutes here tonight, but once again,